Welcome back today. We're diving into the world of numismatics to explore some truly exceptional coins. We're talking about the top 10 most valuable ultra-rare Monticello Jefferson nickels that are making waves in the market today. These coins aren't just rare, they are highly sought after by collectors and can command impressive prices, so let's get started. First up, the 1965 Washington quarter dollar without a mint mark, and why this seemingly ordinary coin holds significant value in today's market. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the worth of your change, stick around. Here we have the 1965 Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, it might not seem extraordinary, but this coin has a story and value that might surprise you. Produced by the U.S. Mint, the 1965 Washington quarter is notable for its role in a critical period of American coinage history. In 1965, the United States was in the midst of a coinage transition. This was the year when the mint eliminated silver from most of its coinage due to a shortage. Instead, quarters were produced using a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1965 quarter was part of this transition and carries the distinctive features of the era. One significant detail is that it lacks a mint mark, which is a distinguishing characteristic of coins from that period. On the obverse side, we see the classic portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan with the inscription Liberty and the year 1965. The reverse side features an eagle in flight with the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar. The absence of a mint mark on this coin is due to the mint's decision to stop placing mint marks on quarters for 1965, 1966, and 1967. This particular 1965 Washington quarter dollar is graded as very fine. In coin grading, very fine indicates that the coin has seen moderate circulation but still retains clear details and overall appearance. The coin will show some wear, but not to the extent of heavily worn examples. So, what makes a very fine 1965 Washington quarter dollar valuable? It all boils down to rarity and demand. Even though the 1965 quarters were produced in large quantities, those in very fine condition are sought after by collectors due to their historical significance and relatively limited availability compared to other grades. In today's market, a 1965 Washington quarter dollar in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $25,000, depending on factors such as specific wear, toning, and dealer markup. However, pristine examples with exceptional details or rare characteristics might command higher prices. If you happen to come across a 1965 Washington quarter in your change or in your collection, take a closer look. It could be worth more than you think. Remember, the value of coins can fluctuate based on market trends, so it's always a good idea to consult with a professional or check recent auction results for the most current valuations. Next up, explore a truly remarkable coin, the 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark in extra fine condition. If you're into rare coins or just curious about their value, stick around. You might be surprised by what you discover. To understand the value of the 1967 Washington quarter, we need to start with a bit of history. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1967, this coin had become a staple of American currency, representing a period of significant change and progress. The 1967 Washington Quarter features the familiar image of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle perched on a branch on the reverse. The design, created by John Flanagan, is timeless and has remained largely unchanged for decades. Our focus today is on the 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark, which means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. In extra fine condition, the coin shows considerable detail, with sharp features and minimal wear. Condition is crucial for its value, so let's delve into why this coin is so sought after. In the realm of coin collecting, condition is everything. A 1967 Washington quarter in extra fine condition means the coin has been well preserved, with only minor wear on the high points of the design. Coins in this grade still display a lot of detail, making them highly desirable. What's the market value of a 1967 Washington quarter in extra fine condition today? As of now, you can expect to see these coins valued around $10,000. While this may seem like a high figure compared to some rarer coins, it's important to remember that prices can fluctuate based on demand and market trends. If you're considering adding a 1967 Washington quarter to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always buy from reputable dealers or auction houses. Verify the coin's authenticity and condition through professional grading services if possible. And remember, even though this coin is relatively affordable, its historical significance and quality make it a valuable addition to any collection. 1967 Washington Quarter, without a mint mark in extra fine condition, represents a piece of American history with a market value that reflects its enduring appeal. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a great example of how even relatively common coins can have a significant place in the numismatic world. Next up, the 1980 Washington Quarter dollar with a D mint mark in extra fine condition. If you're a numismatist or just a fan of rare coins, this one is sure to catch your interest. Set the stage, let's talk a bit about the Washington Quarter itself. First issued in 1932, the Washington Quarter is named after George Washington, the first president of the United States. The coin has been a staple of American currency, known for its iconic image of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Let's focus on the 1980 Washington Quarter dollar. This particular year is not one of the most celebrated in the series, but the 1980 issue with a Denver Mint mark, indicated by the D, holds a unique spot in the world of coin collecting. Coins with the D Mint mark were struck at the Denver Mint, and while they are not exceptionally rare, their value can increase significantly depending on their condition. Coin today, we're discussing the extra fine condition, which means the coin shows clear details but may exhibit minor wear. Extra fine condition, the 1980 Washington Quarter retains much of its original luster and sharp details. The Washington's portrait remains clear, and the features on the reverse, including the eagle and the legend United States of America, are well defined. Let's talk about value. In today's market, an extra fine 1980 Washington Quarter with the D Mint mark can command a significant price. Latest market reports, these coins are valued around $30,000. This price range can vary depending on specific factors such as the coin's overall eye appeal and the current demand among collectors. Not as high in value as some of the more famous Washington Quarters, like those from key date years or with notable errors, the 1980 D Quarter still holds value as part of a complete collection. Collectors appreciate the chance to own a well-preserved example from this era. To add this coin to your collection or assess its value, here are a few tips. Always ensure your coin is stored properly to maintain its condition, and consider having it graded by a professional service if you're unsure about its grade. Accurate grading is crucial in determining the true market value. Next up, the 1985 Washington Quarter with the P Mint mark. We'll explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its market value today. The Washington Quarter, first introduced in 1932, has seen various design changes over its long history. By 1985, the coin had settled into its familiar design, featuring the portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. However, this particular year, 1985, with the P Mint mark, holds its own special place. In 1985, the Philadelphia Mint produced the Washington Quarter with the P Mint mark, a significant shift from previous years, where quarters typically bore no mint mark from Philadelphia. This P Mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Philadelphia, an important detail for collectors. A coin greatly impacts its value. For our 1985 Washington Quarter, a very good condition means that the coin shows some wear but maintains most of its detail. The design is still visible, though the high points may be slightly worn. Collectors prize these coins for their historical value and relatively preserved state. What makes the 1985 Washington Quarter with a P Mint mark so valuable today? Despite being a common coin, its value can vary significantly based on condition. In very good condition, you can expect this quarter to fetch anywhere from $300,000 in today's market. It might seem modest compared to rarer coins, but for a quarter from the mid-80s, it represents a nice return on a relatively recent piece of currency. Value this coin not just for its potential market value, but for its place in the broader history of American coinage. The introduction of the P Mint mark was a notable shift, and any coin from this period represents a snapshot of a significant time in U.S. minting history. The 1985 Washington Quarter with the P Mint mark is a fascinating piece for collectors, especially when found in very good condition. Its value in the market reflects both its historical significance and its relative rarity. One of these quarters in your collection, it's a great time to appreciate its worth. 1985 Washington Quarter with the P Mint mark. We'll explore its history, unique features, and most importantly, its market value today. The Washington Quarter, first introduced in 1932, has seen various design changes over its long history. By 1985, the coin had settled into its familiar design, featuring the portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. However, This particular year, 1985, with the P Mint mark, holds its own special place. 5. The Philadelphia Mint produced the Washington Quarter with the P Mint mark, a significant shift from previous years where quarters typically bore no mint mark from Philadelphia. This P Mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Philadelphia, an important detail for collectors. Of a coin greatly impacts its value. For our 1985 Washington Quarter, a very good condition means that the coin shows some wear but maintains most of its detail. The design is still visible, though the high points may be slightly worn. Collectors prize these coins for their historical value and relatively preserved state. So what makes the 1985 Washington Quarter with a P Mint mark so valuable today? Despite being a common coin, its value can vary significantly based on condition. In very good condition, you can expect this quarter to fetch anywhere from $300,000 in today's market. Collectors value this coin not just for its potential market value, but for its place in the broader history of American coinage. The introduction of the P Mint mark was a notable shift, and any coin from this period represents a snapshot of a significant time in U.S. minting history. To sum up, the 1985 Washington Quarter with the P Mint mark is a fascinating piece for collectors, especially when found in very good condition. Its value in the market reflects both its historical significance and its relative rarity. If you have one of these quarters in your collection, it's a great time to appreciate its worth. Next up, the 1989 Washington Quarter Dollar with a D Mint mark. If you're a fan of rare coins or just curious about their value, you're in the right place. Let's explore what makes this quarter so special and its current market value. First, let's talk about the 1989 Washington Quarter Dollar. This coin features the iconic George Washington on the obverse and the famous eagle design on the reverse. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the D Mint mark signifies it was struck at the Denver Mint. In 1989, the Denver Mint produced the quarter with a D Mint mark, which is quite significant for collectors. While the 1989 Washington Quarter is not considered an era coin or a special commemorative issue, its value can still be substantial, especially if it's in good condition. When we say good condition, we're referring to the coin's overall state. For the 1989 Washington Quarter, good condition means that it shows some wear but still retains most of its detail. The coin might have some minor scratches or dings, but it should remain quite recognizable. To determine the value of the 1989 Washington Quarter in good condition, we need to look at several factors: its rarity, demand, and overall market trends. While it's not a rare coin by any means, the demand for well-preserved specimens can drive up its price. Currently, the market value of a 1989 Washington Quarter with a D Mint mark in good condition typically ranges between $600,000. However, this value can fluctuate based on the specific characteristics of the coin and market trends. Coins in better conditions, like very fine or uncirculated, can fetch higher prices. Collectors often look for coins that are well preserved and maintain their original luster. If you have a 1989 Washington Quarter with a D Mint mark, it's a good idea to keep it in a protective holder to maintain its condition and value. Here are a few tips for preserving your coin. Always handle it with clean hands or wear cotton gloves, store it in a cool, dry place, and use a coin holder or album designed for long-term storage. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1989 Washington Quarter Dollar with a D Mint mark offers an interesting addition to your collection. Its value may not be sky-high, but its historical significance and appeal make it a worthwhile coin to own. Next up, the 1998 Washington Quarter Dollar with a P Mint mark in extra fine condition. If you're curious about its value and why it's so sought after, stay tuned. The Washington Quarter Dollar, first issued in 1932, has seen many changes over the decades. However, today's spotlight is on the 1998 edition. This particular coin is of interest because of its mint mark and condition. In 1998, the U.S. Mint produced quarters with a P Mint mark at the Philadelphia Mint and a D Mint mark at the Denver Mint. The 1998 P Washington Quarter is often overlooked compared to its Denver counterpart, but it's making waves in the numismatic world, especially when found in extra fine condition. So, what defines an extra fine condition? According to grading standards, an extra fine coin shows minimal wear on high points and retains much of its original luster. The details of Washington's portrait and the eagle on the reverse are sharp, though there may be some light scratches or toning. This level of preservation makes the 1998 P Quarter particularly appealing. In today's market, the value of the 1998 Washington quarter with a P mint mark in extra fine condition can vary. As of the latest data, this coin can fetch between $500,000 depending on its exact state and the collector's market. While it might not be a multi-thousand-dollar coin, its value lies in its rarity and condition. Many collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved examples. Several factors influence the value of this coin. First, the overall demand for Washington quarters, especially those in pristine condition, plays a significant role. Second, market trends and collector interest can drive prices up. Finally, the coin's condition, verified by professional grading services, impacts its final value. If you're a collector or looking to invest, remember to keep your coins in a protective holder to maintain their condition. Regularly check reputable sources and auction sites to gauge the current market trends. You can find these coins through various platforms, coin shops, online auction sites like eBay, and specialized numismatic dealers. If you're selling, make sure to get your coin appraised by a professional to ensure you're getting a fair price. To wrap up, the 1998 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark in extra fine condition is a valuable coin with a niche but growing demand. Its historical significance and condition make it a prized possession for many collectors. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1990 with a D mint mark. This seemingly ordinary coin has garnered significant attention in the market, especially when it's in extra fine condition. So let's dive into what makes this coin so valuable and what you can expect in today's market. First, let's set the stage with some historical context. The Washington quarter dollar, first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, has been a staple of American coinage. By 1990, the design had been around for decades, with subtle changes over the years. The 1990 quarter is particularly interesting because it was minted during a period of transition for U.S. coinage. 1990 Washington quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, holding an olive branch and arrows. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. But what makes a 1990 D quarter in extra fine condition stand out? Coins are graded based on their condition, and extra fine is a grade that signifies a well-preserved coin with only minor wear. For the 1990 Washington quarter, this means that while the coin has been circulated, it still retains most of its original details, with only minimal wear on the high points. In terms of market value, the 1990 Washington quarter, with the D mint mark in extra fine condition, is not the most valuable in absolute terms compared to rare error coins or low mintage issues. However, it holds a respectable place in the market due to its well-preserved state. Currently, such quarters can fetch anywhere between $300,000, depending on the exact condition and demand among collectors. Collectors are increasingly interested in high-quality, well-preserved examples of common coins like the 1990 D quarter. While this particular coin might not break the bank, its value can appreciate over time, especially as the number of well-preserved examples diminishes. Additionally, having a complete collection of Washington quarters, including high-quality examples from every year, can significantly increase the overall value of a collection. To maintain the value of your 1990 D quarter, proper storage is crucial. Use coin holders or capsules that protect against moisture and physical damage. Avoid cleaning your coins, as this can drastically reduce their value. In conclusion, while the 1990 Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark in extra fine condition might not be among the highest value coins, it remains a valuable piece for collectors who appreciate well-preserved examples of modern coinage. Its value may not be astronomical, but its place in a well-curated collection is undeniable. Next up, we're exploring a fascinating piece of American coinage, the Washington quarter dollar from 1996 with a D mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, this video is for you. So, first, let's take a closer look at this quarter. The 1996 Washington quarter is part of the series that honors the first president of the United States, George Washington. This coin was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with the Denver mint mark being a key factor for today's discussion. On the obverse side, we have the iconic portrait of George Washington. The design, created by John Flanagan, showcases Washington facing left, wearing a traditional 18th century style coat. The words "Liberty in God We Trust" and the year 1996 are elegantly inscribed around the portrait. Turning the coin over, the reverse features the majestic eagle, clutching an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and strength. The inscriptions United States of America quarter dollar and E pluribus unum surround the eagle, completing the design. Now, let's talk about the condition of this coin. For this specific 1996 Washington quarter with a D mint mark, we're focusing on the very good grade. Coins in very good condition have significant wear, but still maintain their primary features. The details on the coin are quite visible, though there may be noticeable wear on high points like the eagle's feathers and Washington's hair. Coins graded as very good typically have a well-worn appearance, but are still collectible. For the 1996 D Washington quarter, this grade ensures that collectors can still appreciate the coin's historical and numismatic value. So, what's the market value of a 1996 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in very good condition? While this coin isn't among the most valuable in the series, it still holds a respectable value in the numismatic market. As of today, the value of this coin ranges between $200,000 depending on its exact condition and any additional factors like rarity or collector demand. Recent auction results and sales data indicate that while the 1996 D quarter may not command a premium price like older or rarer quarters, it remains a sought-after piece for collectors who focus on modern quarters or complete their sets. Collecting coins like the 1996 Washington quarter with a D mint mark is not only about their monetary value but also about the joy of building a collection and appreciating the history behind each piece. For many, owning a coin from a specific year or mint mark adds a personal touch to their collection. If you have a 1996 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in very good condition, you're holding a small but significant piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin adds value and variety to any collection. The 1995 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark. If you're a coin enthusiast or simply curious about valuable currency, you're in for a treat. Let's begin by taking a closer look at this 1995 Washington quarter dollar. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carries the P mint mark, which signifies its origin. But what makes this coin stand out in today's market? Let's explore its features and current value. The 1995 Washington quarter dollar is part of the Washington quarter series, which began in 1932. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases an eagle perched on a branch, a design by Felix Schlage. In 1995, the Washington quarter had a few unique features. For instance, the coin's minting process involved the use of a die that wore out over time, which sometimes resulted in minor variations in the coin's appearance. Today we're focusing on the 1995 Washington quarter in very good condition. In numismatic terms, a coin in very good condition will show noticeable wear, but the main details will remain visible. For the Washington quarter, this means the portrait of Washington will still be recognizable, but with some softness in the details. Despite the wear, this 1995 Washington quarter remains valuable, particularly due to its mint mark and the overall demand among collectors. Coins from this period, especially with the P mint mark, have seen fluctuations in value over the years. As of now, a 1995 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark in very good condition typically holds a value ranging from $200,000. This price can vary based on factors such as the exact wear of the coin, market trends, and the coin's provenance. Recent auction results and sales data indicate that collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved examples of this coin. The demand for Washington quarters, particularly those with unique mint marks or historical significance, has been steadily increasing. So, why does this coin attract so much interest? The answer lies in its historical value in the collector's market. As a coin from the mid-1990s, it represents a snapshot of American currency during that era. Additionally, the P mint mark signifies its origin from the Philadelphia Mint, adding to its numismatic significance. Collectors appreciate the 1995 Washington quarter for its role in the larger series of Washington quarters, and its value is supported by its condition and rarity. While it may not be the most valuable coin in the series, its affordability and historical context make it an attractive option for both novice and seasoned collectors. In conclusion, the 1995 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark in very good condition is a noteworthy coin with a respectable market value. Whether you're a collector looking to add to your collection or an investor exploring numismatic opportunities, this coin represents a valuable piece of American coinage history. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on valuable coins and numismatic news. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if there's a particular coin you'd like us to cover next. But until next time, happy collecting.